African Great Lakes AGLI. We are sustained by the spirit, inspiring compassion and truth in places marked by conflict and by communities choosing hope. Support from friends worldwide strengthens this ministry of solidarity. In Rwanda, the Transformational Leadership Center builds trusts among neighbors while healing and building our communities. Hirok, Rwanda expands trauma healing for youth and women. In Burundi, Friends Women Association and Innovations for Peace Building Burundi, Hirok support trauma survivors, foster dialogue, and empower women rebuilding lives. In Kenya, Transforming Community for Social Change offers alternatives to violence project AVP and Hirok workshops in the Kakuma refugee camp, helping diverse participants listening, heal, and live peacefully together. In the Congo, AGLI supported listening sessions offer safe spaces for truth telling, forgiveness, and reconciliation. Across Uganda, Quaker congregations plant trees celebrating 20 years of AGLI ministry. Resiliency is cultivated through spaces for truth, healing, and restoration, and by equipping communities with tools for non-violence and dialogue. Amid displacement, economic strain, and conflict, resiliency emerges when people gather, listen, and transform pain into purpose. It depends in partnership, honoring local leadership, and in ministries, planting seeds of peace in both hearts and soil.
At the Asia West Pacific, we stay rooted in spirit's healing, regenerative power. Kwikwi said to me, I'm beginning to feel what you see so clearly when something is a work or not. This makes us calmer, more able to respond. We stop, open to spirit, meet as companions, encourage emotional discharge, express emotions ourselves, value relationships, reprocess memories, discern together, speak up, and stay in motion. We rely on persistence, offering scholarships to quarantines and West Papuan orphans so war doesn't rob entire generations of education. We rely on spirit blossoming in Joglo Preschool's universal design for learning and Nepalese women's education. We rely on skills as an Indonesian and a Filipina collaborate to collect and write children's storybooks that convey these skills. The regional AVP Justice and Peace Training 2025 leaders who are all young adults in their 20s and early 30s. We rely on each other, grateful for the increased interest, trust, and generosity of Australian and Aotearoa New Zealand friends. Peace Place in Gangjong Village gave activists safe places to gather, build community, get support and respite, strategize, and take action. Friends Peace Teams is uniquely agile, discerning and responding to changing needs in turbulent times.
Peace Building en las Américas, en El Salvador, Guatemala, Honduras, Colombia, Cuba y Ecuador. En la región latinoamericana presenciamos una realidad desoladora, creada por quienes toman decisiones a nivel nacional, regional y global, generando inestabilidad y desesperanza. Este contexto nos motiva a transformarnos bajo una visión de justicia, no violencia, paz, perdón y reconciliación. Buscamos alinearnos con el poder transformador de la vida, el poder de la bondad y resiliencia al trauma, por medio de talleres presenciales y en línea. Es en este sentir donde encontramos el verdadero fundamento para actuar con conciencia y vivir nuestra misión.
Trabajamos con la niñez, adolescencia, juventud, mujeres, personas con discapacidad, personas privadas de libertad, sobrevivientes de guerras, líderes comunitarios y religiosos. Nos ayudan en el aprendizaje a cómo cultivar la resiliencia en nuestra vida personal y comunitaria. A través de su experiencia y la nuestra, sabemos que otro mundo es posible, uno en el que cada persona sea valorada, a pesar de las grandes desigualdades económicas, sociales y políticas. Buscamos respetar y cuidar a nuestro prójimo, forjando vínculos sólidos. Al trabajar para construir comunidades pacíficas, somos testigos del poder transformador de la bondad a través de las historias compartidas. Hay un aprendizaje mutuo y significativo. Estamos aprendiendo a romper los ciclos de violencia y a cultivar relaciones sanas. Esto nos permite ver nuestra realidad con fe en medio del caos, esperando lo mejor.
Europe and Middle East. We support programming in trauma resilience, gender awareness, cultures of justice and peace, based on the Alternatives to Violence project, and Power of Goodness storytelling workshops. We build our resilience by strengthening and sharing our peace and conflict transformation skills, by supporting each other personally and spiritually, and by advocating for each other's work internationally. This past July, 24 peace builders from Palestine, Chechnya, Iraq, Ukraine, the DRC, the UK, the US, and Ireland came together for a workshop on cultures of justice and peace, including exercises in Power of Goodness. We learned new tools for personal and social transformation. We shared our suffering and joys. We explored ways to create peace in a world broken by conflict. We built community and resilience as a team. Even so, at times we were overwhelmed by the challenges of war and its cruelty, and our very belief in non-violence felt tested. During such challenges, we remember to take effective care of ourselves and each other. We listen deeply to learn empathy. We reaffirm our commitment to keep justice and peace alive, even when our current reality seems so far removed. We start by taking small steps, confidently and consistently together, and we move closer to our goal of a world founded in justice and peace.
In Friends Peace Teams North America, the spiritual vitality of intergenerational communities and spiritual companions keeps us resilient. Quaker high school interns are recording oral histories of elders and assisting teen facilitators from remote areas of conflict in Papua to record stories for the Power of Goodness collection. Through Toward Right Relationship with Native Peoples workshops and webinars, we learn from Indigenous people whose experiences teach us much about resilience and staying in the struggle for the long haul. We are challenged to discern public actions toward racial justice. Friends Peace Teams is grounded in person-to-person ministries. Visitations in Canada and across the United States have enriched our connections. Please invite us to come visit you in person, if not possible, online. Alternatives to Violence Project workshops for justice and peace continue to strengthen, with a full workshop being organized for March 2026 in New York State. This will include the topics of transforming power, trauma resiliency, liberation from justice, and consensus of conscience. Pat and Ciso from Ohio State University expressed gratitude for the quality of Friends Peace libraries as the Ohio State government censors the university's children's literacy textbooks. Peace workers meet monthly, and more of us are posting statements of conscience. Please consider joining us.
We depend on your active participation, prayers, abiding concern, outreach, and financial support. Friends Peace Teams is kept going by volunteers, and 100% of designated funds go directly to the people in the designated region or activity.
Please share this Friends Peace Teams epistle with your meeting, church, family, and friends, because people are overwhelmed by need. Please share this Friends Peace Teams epistle with your meeting, church, family, and friends, because people are overwhelmed by need right now. Spirit works through us. Thank you for your generosity.
Write to office@friendspeaceteams.org to share your ministry for justice and peace. Join a regional team, African Great Lakes, Asia West Pacific, Europe and Middle East, North America, or peace building in Las Americas. Join a global support team, communications, organization, peace ministries, or resource sharing. Invite a speaker from Friends Peace Teams to join your community online or in person.